Hi guys, Craggy here. Just finished doing a review of the Ribena Shark, Sensimaru, from the Shinobi team from Transformers Go. And now I'm going to look at, I guess, his boss, because this guy's the leader. Um, Gekisoumaru? I think that's what he's called, something like that. Um, he's Irn Bru Lion, basically. He's blue and orange. He's got a little bit of gold on him. He has a gimmick. He has lights and sounds. You press. Transformer indeed. Now, he's got these eyes that light up, and if you open the mouth, you can sort of see a little bit of red coming through there as well. But he's got this light on his back as well, which is that's really cool. That changes colour. I don't know how easy it is to see. Yeah, you can see that there. Also up here he's got a little button in here as well, just underneath where the foot peg's in. So yeah, he's got possibly the most evil sounding tune for combining. The other guy, Kenzin, his one's all do 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 do, and this is all dum dum dum, which is pretty cool. Like I can't deny that. Now his little eye mouth opens. He's got really quite nice painted details. He's got big lion belly. He's got these bits of his mane which can be posed various different ways. These bits come off and become swords. These bits just kind of stay about there. Got quite a lot of posability in here. He's got ball joint there, and he's got a swivel there, and he's got another swivel there. The back legs do move a little bit, and those bits kind of move, but nothing at the ankles there. Tail doesn't move, but it can unpeg it and slide it back on. So you can have it. You can have him either way. You can have him looking all fierce, or you can have him looking all still quite fierce, but perhaps less excited. I don't know. Pop this off. Pop these off. Yeah, there is a little bit on the peg there. Okay, so transform him, unpeg the back of the lion. It's the best way to do it. Let's fold the feet up. The feet fold round like that, and then if you pretty much have them pointing that way. Yeah, he's Gekisoumaru. Okay, I'm going to switch his sound off just now. Straighten out the legs there, flip the legs down, back to the robot. I've done one set of legs the wrong way around. Right, there we are. And he's got his little flappy feet. I don't really like the feet. They are a little bit insubstantial considering how imposing the rest of him is. Oh, and you've got little doors that you can close on the back of the legs. You can pop the fists out, the big robot fists, if you want a little bit extra stability. They don't rotate or anything, so you would just have like a big fist sticking out the back, but I think he stands pretty well anyway. He's not going to fall backwards. Like, if he's going to fall, it's going to be forwards, because he's got all this going on the front of him. Now, arms, just fold the paws up, and that's the arms done. Then the head. Trying to remember how to get the actual head out. I think you just give it a pull. The head's up there. You can, if you want, always unpeg some of this at the back. You can if you want. It seems like too much effort. I've already fought with one weapon, one part of a robot, to try to pull it out today out of where it was stored. So I'm gonna leave that just now. And his face is just really quite funny. He plays this big evil tune, and he's really quite an awesome, imposing lion. And then his head is just a little dome with a big smiley face on it. He's like, oh, he's the friendliest evil lion ever. I can see sort of why this guy and this team weren't Decepticons, because he's just molded far too smiley and happy. The head swivels. Is the head on a ball joint? The head's not on a ball joint. It swivels, and the bit that it's on will allow it to look down the way a little bit. You can maneuver these how you want. You can sort of flip them forward if you want kind of an attack mode, I suppose. I like them back. You've got pretty much the same articulation here. Ball joint there, hinge there, which does it still goes quite far. It still goes like pretty much full bend, well 90 degrees anyway. And unfortunately now there's nothing in the wrists because they're kind of pegged in on the arms. Legs, these guys they always have loads of leg articulation. His little toes are just a little bit flappy, a little bit weak. He's got his weapons. Now he's got the tail, which can go on as a kind of a whip kind of thing. Or you can give him his two swords. Now, unlike, and I didn't mention this in the shark review, but unlike the vehicle mode guys, there doesn't seem to be an obvious and easy way to hold the weapons in robot mode that you're not using. Now he does have a few places where you think, oh, I might be able to peg that in, but generally it seems that you can't. There's a couple 5mm sort of pegs on like inside parts of him, like on the there and there. Um, so yes, in theory you can peg that on there, and it doesn't hit the ground or anything. I mean, if you put it like that, it does. But if you got it up a little bit, it doesn't really like mess around. And from the front, you don't really see it, but it's not quite as nice. It's not like it just pegs on at the back somewhere. Um, and I'm still looking for that part of it because it seems weird oversight considering the other guys. I suppose. No, it's not going to stay on there. Yeah, not really anywhere to do anything with that. You can use all three weapons at the same time because if you unpeg these and these weapons and the fins on the main bits, they're quite rubbery. Like, I don't want to bend them any more than that, but yeah, they're slightly annoying. But you can peg the swords onto the side of the tail. I suppose you could do that in a lion mode as well, and give them like a triple sword kind of thing going on, which is quite cool. Now, the colours are really, really nice. I would have liked to see the yellowy rubbery bits more the orange that's on the rest of the parts of the toy that are orange. Not that there's a whole lot of them. He's got bits at the back of his elbows, connector peg, bits inside his shoulders, and then a couple of bits on the top there. So there's not loads, but there's enough. This flap doesn't really do a whole lot just now. I imagine that's going to be coming into play on the combined mode. You can still open his little mouth on his belly. So this is really, like, this is nice. I like this probably as much as a couple of the guys on the vehicle team. He's much better than this guy, but he does still have some problems. He's not as bad as I thought he was going to be. From the pictures, I thought it is just a lion head, and then there's various bits that move around. And it is that mostly, but it works a lot better in person than it ever seemed to in pictures. I think possibly just because the colours are so nice, and like he is really still quite posable. I suppose there are different ways that you could do the legs. Nothing like that if you didn't mind the line of feet popping out. But yeah, it's just the detail on them really. The detail and the paintwork. Some really nice stuff, and his sounds and like I'm a sucker for lights and sounds if they're done nicely, and these are done very nicely. So now put those away, and I'm gonna have a look at the last guy.